I now give the floor to the representative of Greece.
Mr. President, Greece thanks the chairs of the committees established pursuant to resolutions 1267, 1373, and 1540 for their comprehensive briefings and leadership. Although each committee has distinct mandate, their shared goal is to address threats posed by terrorism and non-state actors to international peace and security. The complementarity of their work underscores the need for coherent, coordinated, and human rights-based implementation. Combining sanctions, capacity building, and non-proliferation measures under a unified multilateral framework to counter terrorism. Greece commends the continued efforts of 1267 Committee, supported by the Analytical Support and Sanctions Monitoring Team and the Office of the Ombudsperson, to preserve the integrity and credibility of the ISIL and Al-Qaeda sanctions regime. The latest report highlights that while ISIL has weakened in the Middle East, its affiliates, particularly in the Sahel, Lake Chad Basin, and Central Africa, continue to expand operations and exploit local grievances. Al-Qaeda's decentralized affiliates remain active across Africa and South Asia, often using local conflicts to sustain financing and recruitment. We welcome the Council's decision in Resolution 2734 of 2024 to renew the monitoring team's mandate and to integrate sexual and gender-based violence as a listing criteria advancing accountability and victim protection. It is equally vital that Member States enhance data accuracy, uphold due process guarantees, and ensure that humanitarian exemptions under Resolution 2664 of 2022 are implemented consistently and transparently. Moreover, Greece deeply appreciates the dedicated work of the Counter-Terrorism Committee established pursuant to Resolution 1373, as well as the Counter-Terrorism Committee Executive Directorate in advancing collective efforts to address terrorism and violent extremism. Terrorist groups and non-state actors continue to pose a persistent threat to international peace and security. By exploiting new and emerging technologies, expanding their transnational criminal networks, and diversifying their financial resources. CTC continues to play an indispensable role in assisting UN member states in implementing the obligations of Resolution 1373 of 2001 and subsequent resolutions through a collaborative approach and a constructive dialogue with relevant partners, including civil society and academia. It remains an indispensable pillar of the UN counter-terrorism architecture. The 1540 Committee constitutes a central pillar of the international non-proliferation architecture. Resolution 1540 plays a key role in preventing the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction and their means of delivery to non-state actors, including for terrorist purposes. As an elected member of the Council and Vice Chair of the Committee, Greece remains committed to supporting the effective implementation of 1540 resolution. We reiterate that it is important to ensure that the group of experts functions efficiently on a continuous basis, including through the filling of the vacancies within the group. Just past week, from 11 to 14 November, Greece organized, with the support of UNODA, a workshop on maritime border security enforcement within the context of the implementation of Resolution 1540. Participants received both theoretical and technical training with respect to maritime border security operations and exchanged experience and ideas on best practices and procedures. Mr. President, the committees established under Resolutions 1267, 1373, and 1540 40 are complementary tools of the Council's counter-terrorism and non-proliferation architecture. Their joint briefings highlight the need for sustained cooperation, transparency, and equitable assistance to all member states. Greece reaffirms its commitment to a rules-based international order, to multilateralism grounded in law, and to the collective resolve that terrorist actors must never threaten international peace and security and human dignity. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Greece for the statement and now give